with Jasper Leenerts and William Murtaugh rounding out the top 2 rows. Vic Stevens and Dave Stevens round out row 3. Have Crick Huron and Max Cuthbert, who's been racing all across Europe in the Junior Rotax class all the way through the season. We have got a cart that has stopped, and that is Will Murtaugh, that was due to start from the outside of row 2. So a disaster for the Brit. Rounding out the top 10, it's Maximilian Schreier and Enzo Bol. Dion van Werven and Bo Louet round out row number 6. Ralph van der Pevert and Frederik Zebes Christensen, row number 7. Row 8, it's Ryan Bourguignon and Kidden Bartenstein. Julian Klausmann and Armand Hamilton round out the top 18. And Thomas Johannes Tumingus and Luca Brima, top 20. Siem van Vliet, Kian de Brandt, Ruben Verheyen and Benjamin Van Hees rounding out the 24 drivers, with a surprise retirement on the sizing lap for Will Murtaugh from the United Kingdom. So Austin Lee was just a couple of points away from the overall championship podium at the Euro Trophy. And the number 272, family based originally out of Portland, Oregon, now based in Eisendorf here in Germany, has been very, very quick in the latter part of the season. And showcased that in the wet at Wackersdorf 2 weeks ago for the Euro Trophy finale, winning the weekend and doing the clean sweep. Can he perform the same kind of electric performance that the youngster did 2 weeks ago, this time at the home of champions? So the drivers head out of turn number 12. Into the tram lines, revs rise. Are we ready? Are we steady? 7 minutes, get underway right now. Austin Lee gets a good start, so does Jasper Leenerts. Van der Stroy's hanging it around the outside as one goes off, and it's 3 abreast into turn number 3 for the first time of asking. One of the carts was possibly Dion van Werven, well, it was Max Cuthbert and Maximilian Schreier. As they make their way into turn 6, look at the train as some people trying to get up the inside through on the curbing, one of which was the 2:44 of Armand Hamilton from Australia, as the 2:92 of Benjamin Van Hees getting very much stuck in, as is the 2:59 of Luca Brima. They've got behind them the 2:11 of Kidden Bartenstein. And we're only into the first 45 or so seconds. And changes afoot once again as Luca Brima gets past the initial stages. But Austin Lee leads Tommy van der Stroys by just over 0.3 of a second. And Vic Stevens, in the meantime, has got past Jasper Leenerts for what is 3rd position on the road. They all filter their way through turn number 6, a little bit more of cloud cover up ahead, so the sun has been blocked from shining down on the circuit here at the home of champions. Max Cuthbert embroiled in a battle with the likes of the 282, Tay Stevens, in front of them. Will be more than likely Dion van Werven, I think, which is the case in the 270 because Enzo Bol has got past and bottled away. A bit further up the order. Good move by Maximilian Schreier, and that was trying to get past Jasper Leenerts, but the 277 from Belgium got through on the final corner. The favour is returned by the German, who nearly has a sidewall rub with Crick Huron going into T2. It's battling over what is effectively 4th position, but Enzo Bol has come up the order. Oh, moment there for the 2:11 of GKS's Kidden Bartenstein, and that was coming out of turn number 2. So he's going to drop all the way down to the back end of the field, I'm afraid. Austin Lee being kept very honest here by Tommy van der Stroys. 2 second positions going into tomorrow's pre-final will be very, very good indeed. A bit of a send there from the 2-2-4 of Boluet on Max Cuthbert. As it is all kicking off a little bit further back as Krit Kloren has got Maximilian Schrei right up the back bumper, going across the start-finish line. Into turns 1 and 2, Enzo Bol waiting in the wings. So is Jasper Lehnertz, and now Bol up the inside of Schrei through turn 3. Great switch back from the German, just launched it up the inside, nailed the apex, nailed the throttle, and it literally rocketed the 253 Mach 1 chassis forward. And a change, and that will be Enzo Bol on Maximilian Schrei this time, going through turn 7. So Enzo Bol now up into what is effectively going to be 5th place. As yet Lehnertz and Schrei side by side. Van Verven gets through on the 253, and then the 282 of Tay Stevens waiting in the wings. This is going to allow the likes of Boluet and Max Cuthbert to catch them. Oh, that was a bit wide there from Jasper Lehnertz. As Van Verven and Schrei both get through. The door gets shut for Tay Stevens, courtesy of Lehnertz. As now Van Verven and Schrei are really hampering themselves, but also what they're allowing to happen inadvertently is for those behind to start catching. Switch back from Schrei on Van Verven coming out of turn 6. The 270 goes defensive on Lehnertz. Lehnertz fires it up the inside through turn 7. Will this allow Louet to get through? No, it does not. But now Louet goes up the inside of turn number 9. Van Verven keeps it pinned sideways. Oh, and Louet's just got a touch from behind. That might have been from Christensen in the 230. Wasn't 100% sure on that. So could that mean that the Dane might have a front fairing as a result of that? That one that will be checked after scrutineering. But there is Vic Stevens. And what's more, he's got past Tommy van der Stoys for 2nd. Austin Lee, in the meantime, is starting to calmly extend his lead. And just like he did in Wackersdorf 2 weeks ago. He's put in the fastest lap of the race, and he was nearly 3/10 quicker than the driver now in 3rd position. So through they go into turn 9. And Austin Lee's lead looks quite considerable, I might add. A little bit further back, we've got the Sody Cots. That's Ralph Van the favourite. And the 268 battling away with the likes of Hamburg, Guinot, who's just had one sent up the inside. I think that might have been Benjamin, I'm not too sure. Might have been Christensen, but it won't have been Van Hees, who will actually be behind. Tomingus being assaulted from all sides, and the likes of Armand Hamilton and Julian Klosman in the 273. That's for 15th on the road. So in the heat stages, each driver will score less points the higher up the order they are. So if it's a win, it's 0 points. If it's 2nd place, it's 2 points. As Zebus Christensen goes defensive, a little bit further. Well, I've just seen that was Dion Van Verven up the inside of the... That was Dion Van Verven. That was on the 282, nevertheless, of Tay Stevens. The bump through turn 10 round the outside is unsettling the odd occasional cart or two. Dominguez might have made a move up the inside through turn 12. But at the moment, with a handful of seconds to go, Austin Lee now has nearly a second advantage over the 2 behind is Tommy van der Stoys. Fired it up the inside of Vic Stevens. They nearly touched. Through turn 6, Krit Kloren now has been passed by Enzo Bol, and the 204 now up into a genuine 4th position as the timer expired around about 15 seconds ago. Max Cuthbert battling away with the likes of Dave Stevens, Julian Korsman, Thomas Johannes Tomingus. Korsman was looking for a move up the inside through turn 10. Onto the final lap we go. Austin Lee now has nearly a 1.35 second lead ahead of Dami van der Sloijs. Vic Stevens, who's looking to be in the top 4 in the championship at the very, very least, maybe even the top 3 come the end of the race weekend. Now down to third. Come out of turn 6 for the final time, as Austin Lee is now already through turn 7. Vic Stevens looking for the move up the inside through turn 7. Can't get past. Van der Sloijs stays ahead. But it's going to be a formality as the 272 from Germany. Austin Lee from JJ Racing powers out of the final corner. It's Radenkovic in the first heat. It's Lee in the second. Van der Sloijs 2 successive second place finishes for the 254 ahead of Vic Stevens. Enzo Bol makes his way up to 4th at the finish, with Krik Knoren, Maximilian Schreier and Jasper Leenitz completing the top 7. Sim van Vliet, Ian Bourguignon and Dion van der Velden round out the top 10. Ralf van der Pevert, Benjamin Van Hees, Max Cuthbert, Jonas Johannes Dominguez and Julian Korsman round out the top 15. Luca Prima, 16th, ahead of Armand Hamilton. With and I've just seen a 5-second time penalty warning come up. Not sure who that is for, but Dave Stevens 18th, Ruben Verheyen, Frederick Zebes Christensen, Archie Buttle, Kian de Brandt, Boluet and Kiran Bartenstein rounding out the 24th finish. Now, unfortunately, before he'd even taken the start, William Murtaugh in the 201 was out on the sighting lap.